Yes, guys. Now doing another video of Culloden Road with the NIS and Foreign Affairs building and the Jiu-Jitsu ICL building over here. And this is the statue of Sir Frank Walcott, who was a national hero of Barbados, and the National Insurance building in the background, which is known as the Frank Walcott building. So this is Culloden Road in St. Michael, which is 1 minute away from Bridgetown, which is the country's capital. So the statue of Sir Frank Leslie Walcott, national hero of Barbados. And the entrance to Charleston Park. Okay, looking back to the Lawrence Greenhouse, which is the headquarters for the Barbados Vocational Training Board, which we in Barbados refer to as skills training. Where you can learn a trade on how to become a carpenter, a mason, a joiner, or auto body repairman, or a mechanic, or even a welder. So this is the Frank Walcott statue here. Now heading towards the Foreign Affairs building. Royal Bank of Canada with Jiu-Jitsu ICL next to it, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade building. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, and this is our coat of arms here. You can see the water fountain on the outside of the Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade building. Looking up there will be Bishop's Court Hill, which will lead you back to the People's Cathedral Church. And this is the Royal Bank of Canada here at Charleston Park. So straight ahead here was, where these traffic lights are, was a roundabout by the name of the Ernest Dayton Motley roundabout, named after the grandfather of our Prime Minister, Mayor Amar Motley. Her grandfather, Ernest Dayton Motley, who was the mayor of Bridgetown, and he was referred to as the city father. He used to help poor people in town by giving them clothes and so on in Queen's Park. Straight ahead now we'll lead you back to Point Road, and back to Belleville, with all the avenues in Belleville, and back to the Governor General's residence at Government House, and back to the Prime Minister's residence at Lower Court. The left turn will take you back to Lower Culloden via Purity Bakeries, the Ursuline Convent School, and back to Bridgetown, which is our capital. And the right turn now will take you back to People's Cathedral, back at the Bishop's Court Hill and Upper Culloden. Now it has been replaced with traffic lights since 2001. This is the Humphrey Walcott building, which is the annex for the National Insurance building. This is the side of the Foreign Affairs building. So the Humphrey Walcott building was opened here in 2004. When Royal Eastman was the minister at the time. The rain is now starting to fall. The Humphrey Walcott, which is where you take in your national insurance papers and your green card and so on for your unemployment benefit. It's also the annex of the National Insurance Building. Looking back at Culloden Road, with the Ministry of the Fujitsu ICL and Royal Bank of Canada building, and the Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade building next door. And this is the National Insurance Building here, known as the Frank Walcott Building. And this is the surgical annex. So this is the National Insurance Scheme Building, which celebrated 55 years of anniversary since 1967. It was 1967 that was opened, and they celebrated 55 years last year. The National Frank Walcott Building, National Insurance Building. Frank Walcott Building here, National Insurance Scheme Building. This was built here sometime in the mid-90s to replace the one that was destroyed in February 2020. The surgical parking space. The Frank Walcott Building. So this is Culloden Road in St. Michael. This will lead you back to Lower Culloden, back to the Ursuline Convent School. Then again, it will go that way today. Before I forget, this is the former residence of our first Prime Minister, Barbados, known as Culloden Farm. This area is known as Culloden Farm. Our Prime Minister, Barbados' residence used to be there, where he used to live. He was our first Prime Minister. The Frederick Lane Drive here. So most of the government offices are through here. This way back to the library. The library have I don't know if it's a storeroom or something, but the National Library Service has something through here. And this is the basketball court outside of Henry, just behind the St. Gabriel's School. St. Gabriel's is another Catholic school at Henry's Lane, which is just below Purity, just below Culloden, below Purity Bakeries, National Insurance Building, and the library building, plus the Culloden Farm where our Prime Minister Barbados once lived. It is supposed to be the future home of the Duke of Edinburgh Awards. National Disabilities Unit here. National Disabilities Unit here. And these are some offshore banks, offshore companies here. CDAL is one. You can see the Ursuline Convent School from here as well. Unfortunately, the Ursuline Convent School will be closing down in August 2023 because of the lack of nuns, lack of recruits for nuns in the Catholic Church. So the nuns live there, the Ursuline Convent School here, and the National Disabilities Unit here. So this is Lower Culloden that I am on now. So this is the Ursuline Convent School here, which should be closing down in August 2023 because of the lack of nuns. Straight ahead now, we'll take you back to Bridgetown via Purity Bakeries, and Purity Bakeries is just down here, and back to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, and back to the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Cathedral at Jammett's Lane, the Frederick Lane drive where I just came through from. The rain has now eased up. You see that place, which is another offshore bank. This is Lower Culloden. The Ursuline Convent School, and this is the chapel here. Barbados is not a country with Roman Catholic. I think Roman Catholic dominated like how Guyana and Trinidad and other countries are. So we don't have much of that denomination in Barbados. See that place? Yes, guys. And this is George Street in Belleville. This is the bottom part of Belleville, George Street, where the Democratic Labour Party head office is. The Democratic Labour Party was also founded by Errol Barrow, who was the first Prime Minister. And the headquarters is at George Street, through there, which leads you back to Belleville. So this is Lower Culloden, and this is Nemville. This was Nemville, which is an insurance company. Nemville was an insurance company in Barbados years ago. Now this is Sagicor now. Sagicor took over. This is the Sagicor Financial Center. So this is Sagicor number 3. This is Sagicor Financial Center. We can back down to the Lower Culloden, which will lead you back into Bridgetown. And the Ursuline Convent School, and the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic School and Church as well. And I forgot to mention, this is the Australian Embassy. The British Embassy, sorry. The British Embassy here. Insurance Association of the Caribbean Inc. is in there as well. And this is Sagicor number 2, which was once a mutual bank. And Sagicor number 1 is through here. Number 1 is to the back here in Belleville. And this is number 3. And this is number 2, Sagicor. Back at the National Insurance Scheme building again. And Sagicor here. Straight ahead now will be Upper Culloden, which will take you by the Bishop's Court Hill. and the People's Cathedral Church, and back to the Pine St. Michael's area. And then back where the traffic lights used to be before. So this is the lower Culloden Rock now. And this is the Equity Insurance building, Equity building. So this is where the Ernest Dayton Motley roundabout used to be. Evan Mandeville Associates, Equity Insurance building. Back out to lower Culloden Rock. Sagicon number 3. And Sagicon number 2, sorry. Number 1 in the back and number 3 here. Equity Insurance building again, once again. And this is the 4-player deli used to be in here one time. So Evan Mandeville Associates is in here. This is also the Sagicon Annex at Culloden Road as well. Back to the National Insurance Scheme building. This is also referred to as the Frank Walcott building. The Humphrey Walcott building again. And back at Culloden Road. The Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade building once again. Back at the Royal Bank of Canada and Fujitsu ICL building once again. Back at the stoplight, traffic lights at Bishop's Court Hill and so on. Culloden Road. And the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade building. Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the National Insurance building in the background. Back at Culloden Road again. Yeah, Miss Watts, yeah. Yes, so looking back towards the road, I will lead you back to the Seventh-day Adventist Primary and Secondary School, back to the Bayland area, back to the garrison, back to Beckles Road, Britain Hill, and back to the South Coast. The Gypsy OCR building and the Frank Walcott statue here. So this is my last stop before closing. Again, this is the statue of Sir Frank Leslie Walcott, who is a national hero of Barbados, known as Frank by name and Frank by nature. The statue was unveiled by the Prime Minister of Barbados, the Right Honourable Owen Seymour Arthur and Lady Pauline Walcott, on April 28, 2003, in recognition of the sterling contribution to the labour movement in Barbados. April 28th is our National Heroes Day in Barbados. We celebrate Heroes Day every April 28th since 2003. Since 1998, we celebrate National Heroes Day. Lady Pauline Walcott was his wife, who, along with the Prime Minister of the day, Owen Arthur, helped to unveil the statue as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a blessed morning.